Hello. Hello.
Welcome back,
Hello. Need a picture. Okay. 605. Controller. What happened? The game freeze? Of course, you know. See if it unfreezes this way. Oh, well, that was fun. So let's continue. Start over again. Because of course. I can get in there. I'll be good. I'll be okay. This time the game won't freeze.
Welcome back, Corey.
Okay. Now let's try again. Fuck. So dailies, I still need to park. Autozam. What is an AutoZone? Is that like the brand? I'm confused. What is an AutoZone? Like now I have to look. AutoZone at any car meet. Okay. Car meet.
Go check out the other cars. I guarantee you see something cool. If you do, maybe you can add it to your garage. You can even convoy up with anyone here. Community, that's what it's all about.
Okay, I did that daily. That's the car I'm in, though. Parked in 1993. Right? Yeah, I parked it at a car meet. Don't play me this way, game. Park. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I did it, and it's not giving me the fucking points for it. Go to another car meet and try there. Weird.
You can just feel the culture ooze out of that car, huh? Enjoy!
Hey, hey, Glassjaw, how are you? Thank you for the raid. I'm trying to get this stinking golden wristband, but I'm also trying to do my dailies, which is apparently not working. How are you doing? How was your stream? I am doing pretty good. It feels good to
It's all
to
yours.
have the time to
Take it
stream.
for a spin.
You know, building Valora has taken so much time that it feels really good to have time to just stream and chill for the first time in a long time, really, the past week or so. 'Cause my lady's been doing all the streaming and I've just, been here. How was your stream? What were you up to? This game is going to continue to frustrate me over little things, and it shouldn't. Um, let's see here. Credits. Cool. I don't think I've ever played it. Wonder if I'd like it. I mean, I'm always up for trying different stuff. Especially now that I'm making time for it. I think that was the hardest lesson in being the CEO and the lead developer of Valora is like, if you don't make time for yourself, you're just gonna go off the deep end and throw yourself off a bridge or something. That's a terrible thing to say. I love what I do. I've loved every moment of building this place for you guys. I've enjoyed it. I enjoyed ish doing the mobile apps. Well, no, I'll be honest. I don't want to lie to anybody. I hated doing the mobile apps, but I love that people have them. I mean, I'm not honest. That's not right. But no, I've never played. There's the first and the second, right? There's only two. Or was there a third? I feel bad when my gaming knowledge isn't top tier. Mainly because I'm the idiot that plays a very narrow range of games. And I spent most of my life, as a Forza streamer, and a COD streamer. I don't miss COD that much. I miss Nuketown, but I don't miss COD. I tried Fortnite. That was embarrassing. My warrior in Guild Wars 2, though, is... God. years old. Like, part of me wants to say 10, but I feel like... Um, I was way wrong. My warrior, my original character for Guild Wars 2 is 12 years old. April 7th, 2014. I also have not logged into the game in, God, well over a year. Yeah, I got really into those. It started with like Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers and um, the poker one. Yeah, poker one. And then I found a couple others that I really, really got into. Let me see if I can bring up Steam. Um, yeah. It all started in this nightmare. This was my addiction, and I still haven't got all the achievements, but this was my addiction. This is what got me into it. And then I found Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers, which I love it for the graphic style alone. Oh, I also did. I have over 5,000 hours in Final Fantasy Online, and then I got mad at myself because I took a break. Like I took an extended break, still paid for it, but took an extended break. And I had a house, and that's all lottery based, even though you have to pay for it. And I had it on my calendar. I'm like, I have to go back in so I don't lose my house. And the date in the email and the date that I put in my calendar were not the right date. I lost my house, so I canceled my sub to Final Fantasy. I would literally turn, and I have every class, job, whatever in Final Fantasy maxed out, at least as of when it was level 80, 90, something like that. I would gladly, and I have retainers full of crap, I would gladly turn my subscription back on for like a month, meet up with somebody, give them all my gold, give them all my stuff. Losing my house on there was the moment where I'm like, I'm not playing this anymore. And then there's like these games like Dyson Fold, Dicey Dungeons. I haven't got to play this one yet, the Dungeon Crawler. I really want to. I got that earlier this month, and I really want to play that. Luck Be a Landlord is very basic. It's a, slot machine like, but again, retro graphics. Really love that kind of thing. I tried. I have 6 hours in this one. I tried to get into it. I don't like it as much. It's a Plinko roguelike. It's okay. Not my favorite. It's okay. Rack and Slay was kind of fun. It's like a pool table. You know, roguelike deck builder. Rogue Jack 21. I just found that again earlier this month. Probably when it came out, or I don't know. No, yeah, it came out in January. And it's another blackjack one, and I really like it. And I would love to get back into it. And then Forza came out. And that's all I've streamed. I'm sitting on the Slay the Spire games. Like, everybody told me the first one was really good. I've never played it. And then 2 came out with co-op, so I grabbed it. But I've yet to play it. Spin Hero wasn't bad. I enjoyed that for a while. And then this one was kind of cool. The Gangsters. Which this one I was sent a key for. I didn't play it for more than a stream, sadly. I didn't have time, but they sent me the key. Poison Pill Games sent me the key, so I was like, I have to play this. And I enjoyed that. That was last year. I'd like to get back into it. And then, of course, on Xbox, you know, I have... Take your time. My all-time favorite addiction now? Oh yeah, no, I used to have really good relationships with a lot of game developers until getting banned on Twitch. You know, because I got hate rated for being disabled and I got banned instead of the hate raiders. Because that's apparently how things work. Well, I just wanted to bring it up. But if you've never played Clover Pit, that one became an addiction really quickly. Like this one's become an addiction for me really quickly. And I had to step away from it. And then they went out and put out DLC for it. And I'm like, oh shit, I have to have it. So yeah, I have a lot of fun. I mean, I have a lot of games. I don't some people have a lot more. The fact that I have 61 games in my favorites is kind of mind-blowing because half of them I've yet to play. But they're there so I remember to play, like, you know, Paralives came out yesterday. My lady might stream that tonight. I played the original The Forest, and I got Sons of the Forest. I haven't had time. My heart condition, I play it safe with games that have jumpy stuff. And then I have 222 things in uncategorized. And as you can tell, most of it's not installed. It's just like, and some people send me the dumbest stuff. Like somebody sent me this thinking one of us is gonna play it. The game where you date everything. Somebody sent it and they're like, you guys should stream this. Thank you for sending it. We'll consider. I mean, it just like, I'm not unappreciative, but it's not our kind of content. You're gonna laugh. I have never in my life, I am not joking you, I have never in my life played Skyrim. Never. And then so somebody insisted I had it and they sent me a code. And so I own it. Still haven't played it. What I really want is I want to find a group either once every week, although that's almost too much with my schedule now. Once every 2 weeks, maybe, to go back into For the King 2. Which is a you know, wonderful little. I guess there's new. Is there new DLC I don't have? There is new DLC I don't have. But it's a very good um, dungeon crawl type turn-based game. And I used to play it with another group for a long time. And I would really love to form a Valora group that played it. Um, but that's like high up on my list if I can find a group to bring that back. Same with Demio, which is another one in that same category. They also have a Dungeons and Dragons version, which I would like to try, but I haven't. And then I play board games. I do have a board game. I have played Fallout 4, not on PC though. I think I played New Vegas on my PlayStation. Um, I mean, some of these games, I look at this list, I don't recognize. It's like, how did those get there? Um, I mean, again, another one of my favorite, and I don't know how it's doing, you know, was Longventer when you could host your own servers for it, which I believe you still can. Um, and that came out. Yeah, that's been over a year now. And that's another one where the I got a key for it to display it on stream. I have not got any free keys since Valora, which is fine. I know we're a growing platform. Um, but it was this nice, cute little, farm craft build. And having your own server was kind of really nice. I don't want to look at the store. I don't want to see it's on sale. I don't have money till the first. I think it is in November. No, I won't have money probably till the 4th or 5th. First Fridays. It sucks. I don't want to look at any sales. But oh, and this was another one. The This Ain't Even Poker, you Joker. That was in my roguelike deck building game that I enjoyed, and it's also kind of an idle game too. Like once you get to a certain point, there's parts of it that just play itself, so you can leave it going. That was interesting. I enjoyed experimenting with that. I guess I really should get back to, you know, Forza, because that's what my category says. I'm bad about that. I really am. Um, but yeah, no, I miss Guild Wars 2. I need to get the new DLC because I think there's been one or two since I've been on. I mean, I think I did get the one, I believe, where they introduced, around the time they introduced housing. But I never went in and did any of them. I'm chasing, as I said, a group for the King. I would love to get a group for that again. And a shooter that isn't battle royale, because those giant maps, and then you get down to a couple people, and it's two people running around, and there's it's like whatever. That's not my kind of play. I like the small map chaos, like Nuketown, Shipment, stuff like that. But I can't stand COD players, and no offense, like the ones we have on Valora are good people. But like COD players isn't the majority of COD players. I just can't do it. I can't deal with them. It is so toxic that I just stopped playing. I gave up something and plus, what is it, the Black Cell Pass that they want you to buy now every season? It's like, go to hell. Y'all get enough money out of us. I mean, it seems like everything has a pass that wants you to spend more money. And the cash grab stuff to me is very disgusting. It's very displeasing. Is that the one that I failed really badly at last night? I don't think it is. But I just, I love what I do, and I don't remember. You came here from. Was it from Beam? Now that we have over 1,400 users, my brain is mush because I've tried to remember where everyone has come from. And I've tried to visit everybody. I still try to visit everybody at least once. And now that there's over 1,400 people in all time zones across the planet, it is near impossible to visit people. Hi, MB Network. How are you today? I am glad to hear that. I am chasing that golden wristband, which has been my enemy because it's just. Last night I was up later than I wanted to be trying to get. I guess we'll just go with trying to get. It wasn't good. I'd already taken my sleeping meds and I was like, I'm sitting here in my chair and I started to lean my chair back and I had to control and plus, zoom in my chat so I could see my chat. So I was literally in my desk chair sitting comfortably. Oh, how warm / hot is it though? I mean, it's cool-ish here today. Well, for here, we're cool for this time of year. It's 72 Fahrenheit here. And I'm not going to try to math that calculation right this second, but that's cool for us in Texas, so I'll take it because in a couple weeks we'll be like hundreds, 110, etc. for the next 3 or 4 months. Look forward to that. Okay, yes. You're around 90 degrees where you're at now? No. That's hot for you guys. When you said that you stumbled across me on Twitter, it clicked. And I apologize for placing you in that other category. Beam has just been very heavily on my brain today. For those that didn't see it, for those that didn't see, um, I go. It's not in that account. Damn it. Hold on. I can do one better. I also need to get that picture of that car behind me. Or maybe I didn't need it. Okay. Well, for those that didn't see it, Beam sent out an email today. And everybody knows Beam is, and they're one of our partners, and so this is not hateful, this is not negative. They sent an email that effective on June 1st, watching streams will be free. Streamers who stream exclusively to Beam without multi-streaming can stream for free, but will contain advertising from Beam sponsors. Now, these people, according to what I've read, will not get paid for that advertising. It's just Beam will be getting that. Premium streamers are allowed to multi-stream and use Beam's multi-stream. So if you're a free streamer and you do not use their multi-stream or multi-stream at all, you can stream on Beam for free. If you want to use their multi-stream and stream on them, it'll now be $3.95 a month or $45 per year. And again, I have great respect for Angel Munoz and Theodore and Daniel and the team over at Beam. You know, they saw what I was doing with Valora. Yeah, they saw what I was doing with Valora at the beginning. And they were like, you know, we want to make you a first class citizen. We want to put, you know, your button next to the OAuth buttons for Twitch and Kick, you know? So instead of just being one place on a list, they were like, we want your sign-in button. We want you to be a first-class citizen. Hi, Karma. How are you? And yeah, MB Network, it's sad. I mean, I don't multi-stream. I run a platform, so I feel like I kind of only could stream here anyway. I feel it'd be a little awkward if I did stream elsewhere. Um, yes, Karma, we were talking about my Steam library and things like This Ain't Even Poker and um, just my long list of things like Rogue Jack 21, which I really love, Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers, which I really love, and Clover Pit, which I really love. That's on my Xbox app. Then we were talking about how I wanted to get a group together for the King 2, which is a, you know, turn-based dungeon crawler. You know, the thing with Twitch-only viewers, let me get all this shit out of my way. The thing with Twitch-only viewers is eventually you'll get them to move, if you're honest with them. Like, don't be afraid to say, look, on Twitch I get 50 or less percent, you know? Like, don't be afraid to say to your viewers on Twitch, look, I get this much here. But if you go over to Valora, I get this much. And they care about people. They care about the streamers. They care about the viewers. They care about the... Like, the one thing that I want to say is if anybody ever has a question about Valora and they're unsure and they want to know, I can't spell. I can't type. Have them go read that page. Valora.tv/about. You know, which tells, you know, it tells my story. You know, it tells how I lost my Twitch, how my life was in the entertainment industry. You know, how we got partnership metrics on Kick multiple times and got denied while fake engagement streamers were getting it. And these are in my own words, you know, like with the Twitch, you know, after Mixer's closure, where I was a partner, you know, a severe targeted hate raid focused on my disabilities ended up in Twitch banning me. And my clear line, it wasn't the hate raiders, it was me, the victim, and that was the moment that changed everything. And then we tried Kick, and it was just a different flavor of the same toxicity. And so, again, I built the platform myself last year. Founder, sole developer, and CEO. We now do have a product team that's working on experiences for Valora. They're not working directly on Valora code itself right now, but they're working on experiences for Valora, which I'm really excited with. We need to update this little update because in April 23rd, we had surpassed 1,300. We're now past 1,400. And again, no bot traffic, no inflated numbers, no, you know, weird ad campaigns. And, you know, I signed it with immeasurable gratitude because I mean that. This 1,400 users and all of the stuff that is what we are now would not exist if not for you guys that are sitting in my chat right now, if not for everybody that has put us in and went live, if not for everybody that said, you know, I'm going to take a chance, and for our few streamers that became, that was bad and I lost first place. That's not good. This might end up being, if I can't catch up, I might just have to quit and pick a different car. Yep. That's how that's gonna work. But seriously, well, thank you. Thank you. I mean, for people that are in the VOD,
Okay,
if you
Corey,
can't see the
what
chat
do you want
on
to
the
do
screen,
next?
what Jaw just said was the platform wouldn't exist without you, meaning me, and that they are as thankful for me as I am of them. And I that hits a very emotional thank you, because as with any public facing thing that has users or consumers, there are the people that are not thankful. I will be honest, out of our, growing user base, I mean, we are at, what are we at right now? We are at 1,488 verified users right now. So we're almost at 1,500. But the thing, in reality is, with anything that has a, consumer facing base or a user facing base, there's going to be the people that come in and say, well, I'm not happy about this, or, I have received DMs from people that came from other places. Okay, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. They came from Kick. I'm just going to be honest. They came from Kick just because people get it. And a couple that came from Rumble that were the same way, but majority from Kick. I've had people that have come over from Kick and have been like, why should I stay here if you're not going to give me partner and pay me per hour? And then I tell them, look, I built this. I am one person. I don't have an illegal casino backing me. The one thing that Kick loyalists seem to just completely brush over. They act like, oh, no, there's nothing wrong here, when there definitely is. And then they'll be like, well, fuck you then, and then they leave. Like, I've had a handful of people that have done that to me, and it's like, okay. And the first couple times it happened, it really hurt. Like, it was like, I think I took it personally, and I shouldn't have. I've been in the server business. I've been in, I founded It's Your Radio, the internet radio station, back in an MB network. When we relaunched the radio station, you should be a part of it. I would love, and Glassjaw, if you do anything that you'd want to do on radio, I'd love you to be there too. When we do our relaunch later this year of It's Your Radio, which I launched back in 2012, where we took and audio streaming had a latency problem prior in 2010, 2011. And we took that and we were like, how can we fix latency in audio streaming? And now you fast forward now, 15 years later, I'm doing the same thing with video, and the radio station still lives too. It's just undergoing a massive rebuild. Because technology has changed a lot. Technology has changed. You got to think technology changed a lot from, of course, 2012 to like 2020 when we did our last major rebuild. It had changed a ton in 8 years. And now in 2026, we look at it and it's like from 2020 to 2026, technology has changed so much that the radio station website right now is basically just here's a player, you can listen, and the rest of the features have been gated off for now. But we have artist profiles, DJ profiles, and the biggest thing that we're going to do when it relaunches is, we've always had a podcast section of It's Your Radio. So for people that want to start a podcast, pick a time slot that's available on the radio station. You stream your video version of your podcast on Valora, your audio version of your podcast on It's Your Radio. And It's Your Radio Podcaster, our podcast platform, not only archives it to the It's Your Radio archive, but sends it to Spotify and to Apple and to the other podcast places as well. So once we relaunch the radio station, but also integrating the radio station and Valora having connections together, we're going to make it so podcasters can have their video, their audio, and the podcast flow handled without having to think about it. And free marketing too, because people that pick a time slot will be advertising them just like we do with streamers, except the radio scope will be smaller because time slots, you won't have two people live at 8 p.m. Like, because it's a radio station, it has a schedule. And so once we fill the schedule enough that the most important hours are filled, we might launch IYR2 as a second station, so we can start filling a schedule there. But that's the game plan there, is to tie those two things really close together and to give podcasters a whole new world, and to bring talk shows back. We're working on our own broadcast software for radio, and we're acquiring a couple different phone numbers so people can even have callers call in, like pick up their cell phone and call in to the radio show, And I think that's going to be game changing as well. That's more than just having somebody hop in a Discord to be on a show. That's like, you can take callers. Here's the phone number, and so, which we've done before in the past, but never within our own piece of software. So building it into our own tech is really exciting. I've been playing with some of the alpha builds that I've been working on, and it's going to be really cool when it launches. That's going to be closer to the end of the year that the phone and broadcasting software for that launches, but it's like that's an end 2026 beginning 2027 thing, but it's going to be really amazing. And Karma, if you ever find any that are like card games, slot machine, the gambling like roguelikes and the gambling like deck builders, I find those so fascinating because I used to be a very good poker face poker player. Used to be a good blackjack player too. I mean, they're both luck games, but I had the poker face back in the day, and you wear the right sunglasses too. But so for me, I find those a lot of fun. But yeah, I can't wait to bring that stuff back, and then show Valora people, look, here's one more place you can have a presence. That's not video. It's a completely different environment. And yes, you're going to have to pick a time slot because there's not 20 people live at 8 o'clock. There's one person live at 8 o'clock until we launch a parallel station, But pick a time slot, and that is your time slot. That when somebody opens the radio app, that's what they're going to hear. When they pull up the Apple TV app, which does exist for the radio station, that's what they're going to hear, And I think that'll be, to creators that have never ventured that far, I think it'll bring them to think, how can I create content that's not only visually impressive for the Valora side, but spectacular to listen to? And that's sometimes harder to do. The visual stuff and the effects and the things of seeing things, that's easier than creating content that people want to listen to audio only. And so I think it's going to present a challenge that I hope some Valora creators are up for. And for the ones that already do DJing and stuff like that, where, I wish that our radio station license transferred over to here so we could, allow free run on everything. But it doesn't. But, for the DJs that are already DJing, it's like, I think that'll open up another world for them where it's like they can reserve a time slot for their DJ stuff to be on. And I'm really excited about that too. And I need to be right back as well. My lady just got in the door, so I need to be right back. And then I'm going to find something else to get me closer to this dang 575 that I need. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go set a waypoint. Then I'm going to hope my controller does not go to sleep while I be right back. Okay. I am unsurprisingly back, and Karma, the platform would not be. Thank you. Thank you, Karma. You guys, both of you are so fucking kind. And I wish I knew how to say words that didn't end up having swears in them, but I'm my mother's child, and that's just how. If you if you knew my mother, she was the kind of person that would go into a church and walk up to the family pastor on his birthday and say, "Happy fucking birthday, pastor." And like that was my mother. I came by it very, very honestly. But I do. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all you guys. Don't make me emotionally emotional. I appreciate all you guys. I do. I love doing this. We're what, 8 months in? Yeah. 8. That sounds right for some reason. It's just wild. We gotta figure out what we're gonna do for the 1 year of the Lord. We gotta figure out something. We gotta do something special. That's a must. We must do something special for the 1 year. I need a picture. 223 out of 619. I got some ways to go. No, you don't bother me. Trust me, if you bothered me, I would tell you. I'm an honest enough person that I would tell you. You know, platform CEO and representative or not, I'm an honest enough person that I would tell you. Just because I would. And the people that are not using messages on our site, don't forget you can DM your friends and you can DM other streamers. And that exists. It exists in the mobile app and in the header bar on the website. Don't forget, guys. I didn't write a feature for it to not be used. It's like journals. I don't think a lot of people realize anybody can write a journal. You know? Like, I almost want to, not like above the content, but like, because the front page already has like the free games section and, you know, the home hero carousel and that stuff. But I think like lower on the page, I kind of want to feature journal entries to bring more attention to journals and hope that more people, you know, write them. Because it's a cool feature. You know, and it's just like profile canvas. And I know the editor isn't perfect. I want to redo it. But the price of redoing editor comes at the cost. Sorry about that. Because of that, I have to rewind. My lady had to hand me some. Let's get back on track. But yeah, no, and we have more features coming. Shared chat, which we're just naming a collab chat, is very close. Actual collab where people can like do like what Stream Together does on Twitch, that's a little further out, but it's coming. But collab chat, or the shared chat part, where you could have shared chat completely separate of collab, where you could just be like, I want to share chat across people I'm collaborating with, but we're not, you know, we're doing our own thing in Discord, or we're doing our own, you know. That will be coming very, very soon. Okay, the way this game lags on my Xbox at times is very concerning. And I would install it on my PC, but it's just like, it's on my Xbox. I don't want to put it on my PC. It takes a lot of room. But no, I appreciate all you guys, and I think, you know, again, it's all up from here. I know Trovo is ending in a few days, and so if you have friends that are on Trovo, go talk to them, tell them about Valora, tell them about the spirit of what we're doing over here. Tell them about the custom channel points and sounds and stickers, because more people should be using sound and stickers, because it's so much fun. And you can make a royalty if you upload sounds and stickers and they're used in other people's channels. You can earn from them and they're played in other channels. You know, we do things differently, and it's creator first every step of the way, even the creator economy with sounds and stickers. You know, the ability to post stories and tell things with journals. The way to make channel points truly unique to your channel with the channel point card designer. The ability to choose the accent color for your profile and name what your followers are called so they're not just followers. You know, everything that we do is around making each experience unique. So when you go to a streamer's page, you feel like you're in that streamer's world with their colors, their theme, their background choice, their choice of what they call their followers. So it's not just like, oh, they have 20 followers. No, they have 20 penguins, or like here, 20 frequent flyers, because I didn't have anything better and rununtilyoufly, so I'm like, well, frequent flyers, we'll call them that. You know, there's just so much customization, and I know a lot of streamers haven't had the time to do it, but when you gain the time to do it, you'll learn it's special. And it's special in such a unique way. I didn't want to do this race last night, and I'm going to do this race today. Yummy. I don't know. I'm getting tired of having to choose cars because I don't know how they're going to perform in this game versus the previous ones. I don't have custom tunes on all of them like I do in the previous games, so I'm always nervous if a car that isn't in my favorites isn't in the list for the race. Am I going to hit the train? I need pictures again. One there. Two there. Let's just get 3 car photos off of that. That is huge. No, I couldn't do this without all of you guys, of course. Like, what's a streaming platform if I was the only person streaming on it? But I want to think about something special we could do. For the 1 year of the... I do. Because I want to do something special when that comes up. And I don't want to delay features for it. I want people to have tools in their hands as soon as possible. I mean, you know, with the timeline we're on, that's about probably when Collab will ship, though. And I want it to ship sooner, but I don't ship things half-baked. At least I try not to. Like, I do test things across my computers. And if there's a browser or internet provider issue that I don't know about, or that's region-based, obviously I can't fix that from, you know, testing here without real-world data. So some of the things that do come up do require me to, you know, hear from others to fix it. But otherwise, you know, I don't like shipping half-baked stuff, so I'm very careful on a lot of what we do. And Collab has been a draft since the beginning. Like, that was, I wanted it to be a launch feature. And then we accidentally launched early. And the lesson in that is, when you're starting something new and you haven't announced it yet, but you go and tell your friends, hey, go sign up, grab your username and stream key, remind them to not click go live until the platform's ready. Because we launched earlier than planned. Because I was working on the site and I'm like, why does it say somebody's live? There's nobody live. And I looked and I'm like, oh, they're live, okay. And they're bringing their people and people are signing up and the site's not finished. And that was I got so little sleep for like 2 weeks, just like busting
Your gold
out
wristband is waiting for you. How about a drive to Legend Island
stuff,
alongside some
you
special
know?
guests?
Oh, guys. Well, the time is here. I get to go for the golden wristband. I really need to get photographs going.
We're about to be legends, eh? What a feeling. We've reached the top and there's still
This
so
is gonna
much
be
more
amazing.
waiting for us over on Legend Island.
Hey, looking forward to your victory lap? Your gold wristbands are waiting for you on Legend Island. Any event we threw at you, you tackled head on, and honestly, I never had any doubt you'd make it this far.
Being a part of the festival. Here. We won't forget it anytime soon.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Now, come on. We don't want to keep anyone waiting.
This moment feels so good. It should just feel like a moment, but like this moment. This moment feels so good.
Racing those jets?
No, they are racing us.
Oh, no, 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 no. No, I didn't want to crash
This has
that.
been quite the journey, you two. I owe you both. Big time.
Don't mention it. Just enjoy the moment.
I mean, I get it, we're not racing, but I still kind of want to get up there and be the first one. Just needs to stop throwing cars in there I need pictures of. It's kind of interrupting the race. Where do you guys keep coming from out of nowhere?
There we go. Entrance granted. You've worked hard for this. There they go now. The barriers are raised as they are granted access onto the exclusive.
And I need to rewind because my flow got screwed up.
Legend Island. Welcome to Legend Island, a playground for the best Horizon has to offer.
All the fireworks.
Onto the island with our very own Keiko Kazuki. There they are, where they truly belong on Legend Island. Our trio has climbed their way here together.
I mean, that's a pretty sight,
Officially, Horizon Legend.
no matter how you frame it. forgot my wristband.
How does that feel? Gold suits you.
That's a moment in time. That is a moment in time.
Now, moving straight on, as I'm sure that will take a while to hit home, but on Legend Island, we raise the stakes with events only available to the best Horizon drivers.
Oh, so now there's going to be big events.
Every region here is unique, offering a different side of Japan to explore. Discover, take pics, and drive every road you can.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that. That's fascinating.
I give you Legend Island. More events, more races, more Horizon. Enjoy it. The festival doesn't stop once you reach legend status. Really, you're only just getting started. The festival playlist is brimming with fresh,
I am
ever-changing
not doing a
events
time
and
attack
exclusive
right now.
rewards.
You can kiss mine.
In 200 yards, turn left. Turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
Try to stay on the road. I was hoping there were going to be some special down there. I wonder. Back to the road it is. Yeah, this has been absolutely wild. I didn't realize I was triggering a speed zone. Oops. I'll come back and I'll actually get that. It's just been a crazy week since the game came out. Okay. It can't be all the roads over here, is it? I feel... That's odd. Okay, we're gonna go there. So I am definitely missing roads. That is a huge thing that I am missing. Right past that.
bonus board, it wasn't standing for much longer. Check your journal.
Okay. So.
Wow, you love wrecking those. Or you just love a bonus. Either way, you got them all.
So now what I'm confused about is the roads. It's gotta be stuff within the city. Oh, yep, I see a piece right there. It's gonna be little, silly... Oh, there's another one. Okay, so this is gonna be... all gonna be peaking. The little fucking roads. I'm gonna be looking for spots of faded. But guys, what I'm gonna do here... Okay, guys. Remember... I'll wrap it up here. Always pay it forward. Simple gestures matter. What might not be a lot to you might be life-changing to somebody else. To your friends, to your family, to your loved ones. If you can go see them, go see them. If you can't go see them, call them, text them. Life is short. Be a fucking terrible human being. It doesn't look good on you, me, or anybody else. And always strive to make a dent in the universe. Thank you all so much. So much. We're right out in a second. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. We made legend.